Hey guys, it's Max Convexity. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's look at these Defiance funds and see how they did and see how everything else is going. All right, well, darn it, I'm on daily instead of 30-minute. Here we go. Here's 30-minute. Yeah, these funds all blew out the top of their frickin' strike prices. So they're all at max profit today. I guess whatever they were worried about, because the option premiums were gigantic last night. So whatever they were worried about, I guess did not come true. I bet the option premiums won't be gigantic tomorrow after that move. That sucked all the volatility out of the market. Tomorrow's option premiums will be about a third, or not about a third less than they are today, than they were today, I guess. All right, boy, look at that SPX. Now look at this. Every profit box I have got blown out. SPY T's got its profit box blown out, but that's actually what it wants. It actually doesn't have a max profit. Its max profit is infinity. But QQQ, or actually JEPY's profit box got blown out also, and it does have a max profit. It's capped out, but it darn sure made it today. But then we have up here, we have the new what's this? The new iShares fund, IVVW. So this fund has been around since this week. I mean, I think it started last Friday or maybe this Monday. Yeah, 2 or 3 days. I think it traded Friday also. But in any event, the market has just absolutely shot through this thing. I thought they were selling 2% out of the money, but I think maybe I was wrong. I think these guys are doing the 1% out of the money. Well, no, wait. Actually, I did the math on it, and this was actually 1.9% out of the money when they sold it. And they have been open since last Friday. So in any event, but 2% doesn't last very long when you have a bullish, a bullish week. We were up Tuesday big, closed on the highs, and then look what happened Wednesday. Maybe they knew something yesterday. That's why they closed it on the highs. Monday we were down a little bit, but we gapped up from Friday, so it's been a really bullish week. Closes on the highs again today. We're getting close to the end of the week. We're probably going to have a real bullish end of the week, I would imagine. Now that we got this thing out of the way, whatever it was, Federal Reserve or whatever. I guess they decided they weren't going to raise interest rates or whatever. All right, here's Russell. This is what IWMY trades, and this thing blew up as well, too. These stocks are more interest rate sensitive, I believe. That's a good-looking chart. Blew out its profit box. All right, here, in terms of profit. In terms of profit, what do we have here? We have triple QY. I don't know why that number's not working. We have triple QY. In any event, we know they made $2.2 million. I'm not sure why this number's not working. Oh, it's because this number's not working. Gosh darn it. All right, well, they made $2.2 million. All right, and as far as the divvy goes, we're at 64 cents. 48's been captured so far. We're on a pace to make 64 for whatever that's worth. All right, JEPY, they made the full 771,000, which was 10 cents a share. Nice winner for these guys. These guys are on pace to pay a 57-cent dividend. They've captured 42 cents of extrinsic so far. Nice. And then IWMY, these guys made 1.5 million. They're at $1 a share, earnings per share Actual profit. Not freaking extrinsic. They have plenty of extrinsic too, though. They have $1.14 of extrinsic, but they're at $1 of net profit. That's gigantic. Dividend estimates at 163 right now. Holy cow. I'll have to check the math on that. That doesn't sound right. I bet I have something wrong in here somewhere. We'll see. I'll check the math on that one. All right. Tress lives in the Valley of Death. We know about that. Tress is kind of a different animal. Let's check Tress, though, just because there may have been some bond volatility with the announcement today. And yeah, there was some bond volatility. Well, Tress is still showing down as far as profit goes. It doesn't mean it's not collecting something they can pay as a dividend. As far as profit goes, all right, here's the Valley of Death right here. They're down about 15,000 right now. I'm going to move the time forward. You can see the Valley of Death. If they stay right here, the Valley of Death turns into an island of mercy. Well, it used to be an island of more mercy yesterday. Well, if they get a boost from vol also, it could turn into an island of mercy where they could have profit right here if they go absolutely nowhere on these kinds of trades. It's called pinning the short strike. They sold the 93 call and the 93 put, so the short strike is the 93. And if you pin it, there's a chance to make a profit on these kind of trades. I don't think they're trying to do that. I think it'd be a happy coincidence if it happened. And they would need a boost from vol. Right now where vol is, there's really, the Island of Mercy is disappearing. The other day there was an Island of Mercy, but it's looking like it's disappearing. And probably what that's telling us is vol is collapsing. What do we know about volatility? It goes down when the market goes up. Well, what did the market do today? The market blew through the roof. Maybe not the bond market, but I think the bond market's volatility probably feeds off the stock market, probably, and vice versa. But I mean, they did get some volatility in the bond market, but it's not reflected in the price of those options. If it had been reflected, I mean, these aren't live quotes, but this is end of day data, so this should be accurate. If they had got a big boost in vol, these, I would think I would see a profit and loss graph that looks more like that. That's what happens when you get a volatility boost. You get a huge. Sometimes you get where you don't even have a Valley of Death anymore. The Valley of Death can disappear if you can get a big enough volatility boost. All right, so that's Tress. Let's do this. The buffer report has a brand new feature. This chart 15 down here, this is this week only. So this is from Friday's close to today's close. So Tesla is up 5.59%. The high yield fund is in blue and the benchmark is in red. Tesla evidently is up 7.49%. So you can see who's doing better or worse compared to the parent. And then you can really compare them to each other too. And you can see, hey, look at this. Tesla is beating TSLP, but not by much. And you have a visual comparison there. Pi outperforming the parent. Most of these are in line with what you'd expect. Nothing really to see here. The big news on the day is probably, well, it's Coney's performance. I don't know why Coinbase isn't in here. What is going on with Coinbase? There's Coney. There's Coinbase. It's giving me NA right there. What the heck? Well, I don't know. All right, so here's the single day, mainly NASDAQ index type investments. ULTY, big recovery today after yesterday. They're up nearly 3%. So IQQQ looked really nice. It's up 1.5 today. That's gigantic. Triple QY looked good. Look at that. Triple QY, caught about 90% of the upside of the parent, maybe 80, 85. JetQ caught a lot of upside as well, probably 75%. SVOL, it's like I say, steady Eddie every day. It does well. Yeah, big day IQQQ, a big day QDTE, big day ULTY. And no one really had what I would call a bad day. I'm surprised SPY-T isn't up more. It should have been up more. I need to look into SPY-T. SPY-T is a really great fund. I don't think you can always go, or I know you can't always go by just the prices, because there's times these things go to a discount to NAV or a premium, and also they get bid up and down. And also I think the quotes, the Google Finance pulls are still quotes. Or bad quotes sometimes. All right, so here's the single stocks, or single day single stocks. All right, so yeah, there's Coney and Coinbase. It's working down here. Coinbase up 11%. My God. Coinbase up 9%. I mean, what more do you want? That's pretty darn good. To get 90% of, 80% of the upside, and you're getting a dividend. Misty also murdering it. XBTC, no surprise, killing it too. As far as the daily basis, sometimes I dog on TSLP because they use up monthly options, and monthlies just aren't, you know what I think about monthlies. They don't give you that much buffer, but you do get a lot of total performance out of them, probably because they don't give you that much buffer. So, but anyway, okay, so lots of times, in my opinion, TSLP will be lagging behind TSLY, but not today. TSLP caught 2.21%. TSLY, only got 1.22, so it did way worse out of those two. ORC had a nice day, up 3%. Caught 80% of the upside. PyPy looking good. Sky. They all look good. Okay, here's the S&P high yield complex. All right, so the S&P itself was up pretty big today, so we wouldn't really expect much outperformance. I mean, on big up days, the index is always going to prevail, but should always prevail. But QDTE said, well, hold my beer. Not today. But I would say the standouts out of here would be iSpy and JEPY. I mean, they all did pretty much what they're supposed to do. I would say JEPI and XYLD were the two laggards, and QDTE and probably iSpy were the two best performers of the day. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for checking out my show, and I'll be back tonight with the profit boxes for tomorrow. Have a good one.